So I want to go through my everyday makeup. And if you have noticed that I'm wearing the same shirt a lot, this is my Lucky Ohtani shirt. Yes, I am superstitious about baseball, even though I'm not playing. It's baseball season right now, like postseason baseball. So if the Dodgers are winning, yay. If they're not winning when this gets posted, bummer. Anyway, hi. I want to go through what I wear nearly every day. I can't say every day. I have spent a lot of days in my glasses with zero makeup on, and it's been lovely. But this is what I wear almost every day. I start with this moisturizer. This is my favorite moisturizer underneath my makeup. And then I use this. I always wondered why people did this, but it genuinely works. I use this underneath my eyes. I will link every single product in my Amazon storefront. And I recently bought this little spinny makeup thing, and it has been life-changing, as well as this little mirror. I will also link all of this stuff. Okay, where shall we begin? I am just going to Costco today, so I figured this was like the perfect everyday scenario. I already did my moisturizer and all that. I did not do lips yet. I just recently bought this, and it has been so much fun. The texture is really nice. It's like not too goopy. It goes on like very sheer. My lips are usually really dry all the time, but especially when I'm about to do my makeup and I get really annoyed. So I put that on first usually. I'm gonna put this silly headband on. I genuinely love doing my makeup, so I have no problem making these videos because I got a lot of good feedback with the get ready with me. I was a little frantic in that one because I was going to my workshop, which I'm always frantic going into that. But anyway, these are the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops. I use them as like contour because I don't have time to actually contour. So I just put it on my middle fingers, and then I just do it right here to highlight my cheekbones, or not to highlight my cheekbones, but to darken and define them. I am not a professional makeup person, but I will say I have done a lot of makeup. So I do have tips and tricks that I've gotten from actual makeup artists that I've worked with, like on jobs. These are my favorite glowing drops. They're the Honest Beauty ones. Not super expensive either, if I remember correctly, although this has lasted me so long. I don't know when I actually bought that. It had to be a long time ago. And I just put it right here, up, and then on my nose a little bit, and inner corner of my eyes. If I was going somewhere special, I would use this, the Hourglass Ambient Foundation. I'm just going to Costco, so I'm not going to do this, but I am going to do my Supergoop Glow Screen. This I just put a little bit, and it really does kind of act as a foundation, for me anyway. So just a little here, a little here, a little here. I use my hands a lot for my makeup. I know that that's a bit controversial. Makeup artists that I have talked to about this, they're like, girl, just wash your hands before and use your hands because it will like blend into your skin better. And then the internet is like, oh my God, use a brush. I don't know. I am all about efficiency and I'm usually in a hurry. So that's where my hands come into play because sometimes I just don't have time for a brush. Okay, under eyes. I have genuinely just been using this, but I did take a video earlier and I was like, oh, you look tired. So this is almost out. I need to buy more of this. Okay. This is my reminder to buy more of the Radiant Creamy Concealer from NARS. A little bit on the inner corner. I get really dark in my inner corner, so I like to just dab a little bit in there and actually go up with it. I've been doing a little less concealer recently. I don't know if I like that or not. But that's just genuinely, like, I haven't been wearing as much makeup. I've been very strategic. I also think that it has something to do with me getting this light up mirror, because this, I can actually see what I'm doing. I used to just do my makeup in the bathroom, and there's decent lighting in the bathroom, but the mirror's further away. This I can like move closer to me if I want to. So I think it's been the mirror. The light up mirror has been very helpful, and like, duh. No wonder why people actually do their makeup with lights. Hello. Yeah, I'm like genuinely out of this. How do I get it out? Like scraping the sides? I think it's like dried up. Oh, no, I got some. Hey. Because I'm like, it looks like it's full. It's not, but I've got to be able to scrape the sides a little bit. If anyone does know a trick of that, like how to get it out, water in it sounds like a bad idea, but might work. Okay, and then I get a lot of redness around my nose right here, so I put, and around my my mouth. I also have a few little acne spots that I'll just cover up a little bit. This is genuinely my time, like doing my makeup. I know a lot of people don't love doing makeup, but it's my time to like just be with myself. And usually, I'm speaking to you today, but usually not speak. And if Taylor wants to talk to me or something, it's like the perfect time of like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing this. So he can talk to me and he's not like interrupting anything, because Taylor likes to talk. Some people are surprised by that, but Taylor is a talker. I'm not the talker in our relationship. I'm actually the quiet one. Shockingly. Okay, there's that. Did I blend that in enough? Yeah, that's fine. Concealer. Check. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I do when I'm doing heavier makeup too, but I just do it lighter. Okay, this is one of my favorite bronzers. I will find it and put it in my storefront because I don't think it's in my Amazon storefront currently as I'm recording this. This is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. This bronzer, I don't know how I found it, but it has this little thin brush, and it's perfect for, like, I'm almost out, right here. Perfection. It's like the perfect shape, the perfect bronze. It's not too bronze. It's like very natural, in my opinion. So I use this every day. And I have good cheekbones, yes, but I get a lot more compliments than I probably should on my cheekbones. And I think it's because of this. And then I do a little bit up here. I didn't wear my headband. It's slipping right now. I didn't wear my headband the other day, and I was getting ready, and I had literal streaks from my foundation because hair got on my face, and I was doing my foundation. I was moving quickly, and then when I moved the hair, it like left a mark, and I was like, oh my gosh, these headbands are so silly. Like, they're so puffy, which is just like for show, I think. But it really does work to get your hair out of your face. Then I love this stuff so much. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. I love all Charlotte Tilbury stuff, but this is the Airbrush Flawless Powder. Voila. And then I just have this big brush that I got at Target, I think. It's like Sonia something, SK. But this big one, I love. I just do like a light amount, and then I put it right here and on my forehead. And then under my eyes, just a little bit. If I'm going hard, like if I'm going out to dinner, going hard. If I'm going to dinner, I'll put a lot more on because I tend to get really oily right there. Costco only deserves like a little bit. I don't know why that's the hand. Okay, then my favorite step. Okay, this bronzer, I have two of them. The Hoola, Benefit Hoola bronzer. I have two of them. I have like a big one and a little one. They are the same color, but I swear they're not. They're different. Do they have different? Oh, they have different ingredients. That's why. This one's newer. The smaller one is newer. Huh. Okay, what I was going to say was this thicker one is darker. And so I wear this one during the summer. It is officially fall here, so I've switched to this one because it's a little lighter. So I'm not in the sun as much. And I take this like angled. This is actually a really old Bare Minerals brush. It says Precision Face. I don't know what it's actually supposed to be used for. I think foundation. But I use it for bronzer. And I just do a little bit and then go up here. And I've been like patting it. If I'm really in a hurry, I'll just brush it. But I just pat it above that line that I did with the Estee Lauder bronzer. And I go up and kind of use it a little bit as blush. But don't worry, I use a lot of blush, so there will be blush. And then I go to my forehead. This I brush and I go down. So I do like an angle like this at my hairline and then across my eyebrow to kind of blend it all. And then I go down here, jawline, and down. If I am doing heavier makeup, I'll blend more here because I get a lot of like, even right now, there's a lot because I was talking while doing it. There's like discrepancies like where this is super white. Sometimes when I have foundation, that's like way more obvious and I'm like, oh no. So I have to like bronze my ear and my neck because it like just looks so weird. Okay, there's that. And now blush. Blush is my favorite part. I'm not going to use my new heavier one. Oh my gosh, I haven't touched my eyes yet. That's weird. I'm doing these a little out of order. We'll go light eyes. Back to blush. I have been using, when I'm in a hurry, I use this one. I lost the lid months ago. This is Ace Beauty Plummy. This was a blush that my mother-in-law didn't want anymore. She said it didn't work on her. And so I was like, I'll take it. But I have so many different blushes that I use. I have Bare Minerals. This one's Hint. And then I have this organic, natural, I don't even know what this brand is, but it's in the color Firelight. This one is years old and I inherit blush. I don't know why I inherit blush from people that like don't want it. They're like, oh, this shade's too dark. They give it to me. It's kind of like toe stops in skating. I always get people's toe stops that are too worn down for them. And I'm like, that's perfect. Anyway, this is a blush brush. Also the Sonia something. This blush is very strong. So I just do like 2 dabs and then I just go here. And I go in and then up. If I'm feeling like very fun, I do even more blush. I'm feeling fun today. I'm gonna do more. And then I just go across my nose a little bit. And now I look awake. Back to eyes, because I usually do those before the rest of my face. Eyelash curler. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it, so I don't. And I just go to mascara. But everyday makeup, I use this Hoola bronzer and this brush. This is, I'm not good with brushes. Like, if you have a brush, oh, Sonia Kashuk. If you have a brush or a kind of brush, brand, series of brushes that you love, let me know. Because I just buy whatever I see at the store if I need something. I don't really care the brand. So I just have a mashup of brushes. Anyway, I just take the bronzer. And that is my eyeshadow for the day. I go a little heavy on eyeshadow too. I go in the corner, up, and out. Try to like draw it out a little bit, out and up. I learned that from a video that, again, my mother-in-law sent me. It was about aging eyes. And she sent it to me and I was like, oh, okay, is that Are you trying to tell me something? But it was very helpful. I was glad she sent it to me. Okay, my eyebrows go wild. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the thin one. I like this thin one because if I'm trying to darken my eyebrows, I like to be able to actually draw like the hairs because I don't like it super thick. I want it to look natural. But again, this is everyday makeup, so I'm not even going to bother with my eyebrows. I am going to brush them up because, as you may have already seen, they were like down and scraggly. My eyebrows, I joke about this, but it really is quite true. I always say I have the eyebrows of like a 65-year-old man. I also say I have the abs of a 65-year-old man. That's a story for another time. But my eyebrows, you know, like the older gentlemen that have thick, crazy eyebrows. Like, oh my gosh, what's his name? The Reluctant Traveler guy. Levy. Dan Levy's the son. Eugene Levy. Like him, if he didn't have someone actually like manicuring his eyebrows, they would be wild. That's how my eyebrows get during the day, especially if I'm like skating and running around a lot. So this is Glossier Boy Brow. I use the dark brown, and this stuff is my favorite for every day and for like jobs where I need it to stay. I don't use too much. I know people say not to go right here first, but I actually prefer to because this part of my brow where they say to start is already thicker. So when it clumps there, it's like a little harder to figure out. So I actually tend to start like not at the innermost part, but just a little bit out from there with like the heaviest amount of product on the brush. So hopefully that will stay during a Costco trip. We shall see. I get a little wild at Costco, I must say. I move so fast at Costco. Like I am in and out. I have a whole list of things to get in and out in 15 minutes. It's great. Everyday mascara, Ilia, the thin one. I also have the thick one. I call this the thin and the thick because the tubes are different. The thick one is the Fullest Volumizing Mascara. The thin one is Limitless Lash Mascara. This one I prefer when I'm not doing a lot of makeup because it's less messy. Watch, I'm going to say that and then make a mess. But it has two different sides of the brush. It has like the regular and then a thinner, like more pokey one. I go with the thinner, more pokey one. I hope that makes sense. Because then I don't have to clean up as much of a mess because I'm not like pressing it into my lash line. I'm just going from, oh my gosh, my posture right now is so weird. Just going from the lash line and combing up. And then the edges, I just go in and make sure that they're all covered. If I want to do the bottom, I'll do just a little bit, just a light amount so that hopefully I don't have to clean up any mascara. Because that's just something I don't have time for right now. I don't have energy for it. Time is another thing. I don't have the energy. Messed up a little. That's okay. Also, shout out to my local Costco employees because I hear that they watch my YouTube videos in the break room. One of them, I won't name by name, but one of them I absolutely adore. She's a fellow skater and I love running into her. I think I'm done. If I have made a mess, which I have a little bit, I just go in and cover it with what's left on this brush. And then I'll maybe do underneath just a little bit, like from the corner and underneath if I got any there. Okay, now I cannot go through the day without a lip. It's just who I am. So everyday makeup, I have a lot of lip to choose from, but every day I really like this MAC C Sheer lipstick. It is a little pinky for a lot of people, but for me, it's perfect. I don't mind color in anything. My face, my wardrobe, whatever. I don't mind it. So for me, that's perfect. I do, even if I'm just going to the store, I do spray with Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Not a ton. Maybe that was a ton for some people. That wasn't a ton for me. I just do that, and then voila. I'm probably not even going to fix my hair. And that's that. All right. I will, like I said, link all of these things in the description in my Amazon storefront if you want to check any of them out. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day. Let me know again if you have any favorite products that I should try, because I'm always willing to try new products. But yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.